The 8 times Olympian had her 50th birthday yesterday. Yes, you heard me, 50th birthday yesterday. And was perhaps celebrating late into the night, but for sure she will come out here and give it everything. She always does. And there she is there, certainly will be the crowd favourite. So the gymnasts have been introduced and the first 4 will have their warm-up. We will be going with Yusufova from Uzbekistan. She is going first. The 17-year-old, 33 years younger than Oksana Chusovitina, who's going second. Oh, that's really hard, isn't it? 33 years age difference. What a moment for Yusufova. But we are going to see some incredible vaulting here, I'm sure. Valentina Georgieva from Bulgaria is the top qualifier with the highest degree difficulty of 4.6 and 4.4 across the 2 vaults. However, she is likely to further increase this to 5 with a double twisting Yuchenko. She often does do that.
As for information, they can allow to make 2 warm-ups.
So they will be doing 2 vaults each. Oksana Chusovitina there. What an incredible athlete she is. As I said, 8 Olympic Games and working towards her 9th one, very much hoping to be in Los Angeles in 2028. 11 world medals, individual titles on the vault and floor, and a mass of medals at World Cups and World Challenge Cups. 2 medals already this year, taking gold in the vault at the World Cup in Baku and bronze in Germany when it was held in Cottbus. She really is a legend of the sport and has huge respect from all of the other gymnasts. But she won't have it all her own way today. It's going to be a thrilling competition, I am sure. So 2 vaults, the average of 2. Must be from different categories. Normally they would do their first vault would be their favourite. Going through their final paces at last minute coaching. But now it really is all about the head, how they cope with being in an international final. This lady certainly will know exactly how to cope with any pressure. Always a little bit of extra pressure when you're in front of the home crowd, but also a familiarity. She will know this sports palace very well indeed. So the judges will be looking for both hands to be on the table, straight arms, but really using the power to get maximum height. At the end, the hips need to be square and they need to be within the lines as well. There'll be a full mark deduction if their hands come down. They also need to be as upright as possible at the end, not bending the knees and bringing the body too far forward. It's always an important decision to decide on whether to go for the difficulty or the execution. The higher the degree difficulty, the more you're challenging yourself. The higher risk it is, and the possibility of falling down on the execution.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first athlete, from Uzbekistan is getting ready.
So as we start, it will be the first two gymnasts from Uzbekistan, the 17-year-old and the 50-year-old. One with no experience internationally, the other with vast experience. Always tense moments, especially if you haven't participated before. This is Yusufova, the 17-year-old, qualified in 7th place.
From Uzbekistan, and we see first one score.
Check-in Abonu, Yusufova from Uzbekistan. And very nicely controlled, very central on that line, wasn't she? Such a big moment for this 17-year-old. She really doesn't have any international experience, and well, it's, as I said, it's really quite a lot of pressure in front of a home crowd, even though you are familiar. Remember, it's an average of the 2 vaults here. So consistency is key. Just would like to have seen the legs a little bit closer together, a bit quicker, and really extend it out. It helps with the aesthetics of the vault. She tied with Ventsislavova in the 12.850 for her first vault. Yeah, she tied in the preliminaries, but then it's the highest vault out of the 2 that counts. Oksana Chisapatina from Uzbekistan, 50 yesterday, celebrated her birthday. Let's hope she wasn't up all night celebrating. Well, getting so much support from the crowd as expected for her first vault. And we all wish her a very happy birthday for yesterday. The power that she gets on the run-up, it's 25 meters. She really is an extraordinary athlete. Took a silver at the Olympic Games in Beijing. It's 8 times Olympian all together, 8 World Championships, taking a silver there as well. Wonderful to see all the messaging for her here. It just shows that if you keep fit, you keep on training. So 13.250. Fabulous. You would never have known that she had a day of celebrating yesterday. And once again, a very happy birthday. And let's hope she can celebrate her 50th by getting a podium place today. She certainly qualified in second place. 13.2 was the average of the two scores then. As she thanks the crowd. Lots of birthday messages, I'm sure, and good luck messages. The height that she gets off the table there. Wonderful to watch. And a very, very inspirational gymnast. So 13.250 for the first vault. A total of 13.275. So slightly more than she got in the preliminary rounds. Lovely to see the support there for her younger athlete, her teammate, the 17-year-old. Valentina Georgia. She qualified in first place. She certainly goes for the highest degree difficulty. 18 years of age. 5th at the Olympic Games. Fabulous on the height, just moving off that center line a little bit. Keeping the legs well together there, though. Has had a whole host of medals at the World Cups. Took gold in Croatia earlier this year on this apparatus. Gold in Azerbaijan last year. Silver medalist at the recent European Championships. .5 for her first vault. Penalty of 0.1 for moving outside of the line. Georgieva going for her second vault here. She doesn't look particularly comfortable and happy with herself. Certainly her first vault at 13.5 was strong, but always has very high expectations of herself. Very nice body shape. Good flight in the air. No leg separation. A total of 13.450, 13.4 for that vault, putting her ahead of Oksana Chusovitina. Bengisu Yildiz from Turkey. Very solid. Looking very confident as well as she turned to face the judges just at the end of the vault to present herself. 18 years of age. Has made finals at the 3 World Cups this year in Croatia, Turkey and Azerbaijan as well. Took a silver medal at the World Challenge Cup a couple of years ago. Judges looking to make sure that the legs are really extended right through to the toes as well, that they're not too soft in the knees. It helps to make that beautiful shape in the air. 12.8 for the first vault. So powerful on the run up, but just overdid it slightly, losing her balance a little bit with that 1 foot coming out of the area. 12.8 was her combined score. Sorry, was her score from the preliminaries. Of course, in the finals, averaged out, but you could clearly see the foot coming out there. Competed in 2 World Championships. The next 4 already starting their warm-up. As we await the scores for Yildiz. It's a 12.775 in total, 12.750 for the second vault. So currently lying in first place, Valentina Georgieva from Bulgaria. She is very strong on this apparatus indeed. So the European silver medalist from a few weeks ago. It was held in Leipzig. Lying second though, is at 13.275. Chusovitina. Will she hold on to a medal place? 4 more to go, obviously in this second grouping. I think it's really helpful that they have split the warm-ups. That used to be everybody warm up at the beginning and then all 8 would compete, which was fine for those that were going near the beginning. But if you warm up too early and then you have quite a long wait, the muscles can get cold. It can lead to cramp. You need to make sure you are really warmed up to prevent any possible injuries. So this was a good change. The 25-meter run-up. Full concentration at all times. They will have trained hard for this. They will have certainly visualized everything that we are going to be seeing here today. And she certainly wouldn't want that to happen. But sometimes a bad vault can make you just concentrate that little bit harder when it comes to it. So still we have Kazakhstan, Bulgaria, the neutral athlete and the athlete from Turkey. So the warm-up's complete. And we go with Emily Mukasheva from Kazakhstan, qualified in 6th place. Quite a big step forward at the end there, but wow, what an athlete she is. Just 15 years of age. She competed at the Junior World Championships back in 2023. Very nice form into the tuck. A lot of speed, both hands touching the table, but just bent those knees a little bit too much, put the body forward, and then she had no place to go other than forwards. She did get a 0.2 bonus in the preliminaries, which is a new bonus if you can have a back salto and a forward salto, or vice versa. It's in the new code of points. But with the average of the 2 vaults being taken, it is all about consistency. 12 for her first vault. Keeping the feet together generally throughout that, and a better landing. Determination, the power. Just a little bit of a sidestep, but not much at all. Impressive from the 15-year-old. She competed at the World Cup in Turkey this year, finishing 19th on the vault. .250 was her score in the preliminaries when she was 6th. Top 8 obviously qualify. And it's a 12.10. She has got the bonus of 0.2 again. Overall, slightly lower than she got in the preliminaries. Victoria Ventsishlalova from Bulgaria. And very nicely through that. Firmly onto the table, just very slightly over to one side. It was very clear, placing the hands down there, good positioning. She's another one that competed recently at the European Championships. Has been doing gymnastics since the age of 4. Her parents thought it was safer for her to jump in a controlled area rather than just leap about all over the place. When she's not doing gymnastics, she loves to do volleyball as well. 12.2. Now the vault for the 17-year-old. Certainly doesn't waste much time at all. Competed at the World Challenge Cup in Bulgaria. That was the first one this year. So we get another chance to see this again. Would have liked to have seen the legs a little bit closer together, a bit of leg separation on that one. In Varna, she finished 14th in the vault, so very well done to her for qualifying for this final today. Waiting for the signal from the referee as we await the scores. And there we have it. 12.2 is her total. Very consistent. Now we move on to the 7th gymnast, Kira Harovic, neutral athlete, 4th in the preliminaries. Can she move up a place to get on the podium? Of course, scores don't count at all after the preliminaries. That's just to get the top 8, and then the slate is wiped clean, so it's all about what she does today. She's another one that got the 0.2 bonus. She has a very strong run-up. Very central. 9th in the vault in Azerbaijan. It's at the World Cup. There's confirmation of the scores there for the previous athlete, gymnast from Bulgaria. .2. And she goes into her second vault. She looks pleased with the vaults. So we get a chance to look at it again. Certainly a lot of speed, pulling in those legs into the tuck position and kept it very central indeed. Just one more athlete to go. Currently lying in first place, Valentina Georgieva, 13.450. Of course, as well as wanting to be on the podium, all of these gymnasts have a personal best of what they want to achieve. For some, it's all about getting experience. For others, it's very much the podium places and the prize money. They're keeping her waiting a little while, aren't they? 12.375 into a 5th place. Slightly lower than she got in preliminaries. The last gymnast to compete from Turkey, Nazli Savrambasi. Solid, just moving slightly out to the side. 5th in the preliminaries with 12.35. Very experienced gymnast indeed. Oh, she stayed within the lines. That was good. 5 European championships, including the most recent one in Leipzig. And an Olympian. She competed in Tokyo in 2021. Came up through the Youth Olympics route. That was back in 2018 in Buenos Aires. She finished 12th in the vault, which was her highest placing out of the different apparatus. $12.5. Choosing to do the pikes there. I felt it would have been stronger if she'd just given herself a little bit more height, get a bit more propulsion off the table to give her a little bit more room here. Comes from a real sporting family. Her uncle represented Turkey in wrestling. She also started at the age of 4 in Izmir in Turkey. Her uncle was the one that introduced her to the sport, and here she is at 21 years of age with quite an international career behind her. 12.35 was her total in the preliminaries. She'll need more than 12.775 for a possible podium place. 12.425 into 5th place. We await confirmation of the final rankings, and here they are. Valentina Georgieva, 13.45 to take the gold. Oksana Chusovitina, what a weekend she is having, celebrating her 50th birthday, and then 13.275 to take the silver. And Uzbekistan, 12.950 to take the bronze. The 17-year-old Yusufova. And now it's the women's vault medal ceremony.
Third place and bronze medalist Yusufova Shakinabonu, Uzbekistan.
Shakinabu Yusufova, the 17-year-old, taking the bronze.
And silver medal winner Oksana Chusovitina, Uzbekistan.
Oksana Chusovitina, she takes the silver.
Gold medalist of the FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Challenge Cup. Valentina Georgieva, Bulgaria.
And the gold goes to Valentina Georgieva from Bulgaria.
Deputy Minister of Sports of the Republic of Uzbekistan, Mr. Shafilo Mahmudov, FIG Men's Artistic Gymnastics Technical Committee President, Mr. Andrew Toms, and FIG
Bronze, a score of 12.950. The silver, 13.275. And the gold, 13.450. A gold to add to the silver that she won at the recent European Championships.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and show your respect for the national anthem of Bulgaria.
Many congratulations to the gymnasts. And here are the finalists for the uneven bars.
South Africa. Uzbekistan. Kaya Nemor, Algeria. Türkiye. Nazlı Sabrabaş, Türkiye. Secretariat, South Africa. And Sofia Messer, Croatia. Gymnasts, your warm-up time starts now. And I want to introduce also the judges of this final.
The all-important judges being introduced. And what a final this is going to be. Kelia Nemura from Algeria, the Olympic champion. She had the highest degree difficulty at 6.7 in the preliminaries, the 18-year-old qualifying in first place. She will be very difficult to beat, but as we know with artistic gymnastics, anything can happen, and especially on the uneven bars. Nazli Savranbasi from Turkey, she qualified second, helped by being awarded the 0.2 bonus in the prelims. And then we have two sisters in the event as well. Naveen and Zelma Dariz. Naveen qualified third and her younger sister fourth. Friendly sister rivalry, I am absolutely sure. Kelia Nimur will be going in the first group of four. She's been drawn to go in fourth. The 18-year-old, the Olympic champion, born in France, and has dual citizenship, so can represent Algeria due to her dad. She always had an aim to compete at the Olympic Games, and well, she absolutely has done that, hasn't she? Olympic champion. That's the first 4, and this will be the second 4. It's wonderful, isn't it, when somebody has an aim to even just go to an Olympic Games, and then when they do, they go to Paris last year and get a gold in the uneven bars. So 8 elements, including a release and catch from full pirouette. 50 seconds allowed for the warm-up, and that can include adjusting the tension on the bars if they need to.
So, ladies and gentlemen, atmosphere is on top.
Looking for good extension throughout and smooth.
So, ladies and gentlemen, warm-up time has come to an end.
So that's the warm-up complete. And we move on with the first competitor from Iceland. Hildur Maja Gudmundsdóttir. 8th in qualifying. A big moment for the 20-year-old. Building up the momentum there. Nicely through the elements. Plenty of movement between the 2 bars. Moving from the lower bar to the upper bar as well. Judges will be looking for different grips as well, so under and over for a well-constructed routine. She competed in 2 World Championships and 3 European Championships, including the most recent one as well. Hasn't competed so extensively in the World Cups or World Challenge Cups as she did last year. Last year, she competed in the Slovenia and in Bulgaria as well.
Total score
11.20, so a slight increase on her preliminary score of 11.05. The first of the sisters, Naveen Dariz from South Africa. She qualified in 3rd place. Nice rotation there in the pirouette. Release and catch. Using different grips. And a nice double tuck to finish. 12.45 was her score in qualification. An Olympian from Tokyo back in 2021, where she finished. Her highest apparatus was the vault, actually, where she was 18th, but 5 world championships she has competed in, which is really quite amazing. Bronze medalist from the African Championships back in 2021. So has been on the podium before, but qualifying 3rd here. Is this going to be another podium place for her? Her club is the Johannesburg Gymnastic Centre. She saw gymnastics on television and begged her mum to let her do it. Dreamt of being like the people on television, and now she is just that. Manages to train around 26 hours a week. She does have a visual impairment in her right eye, so she's had to work around that. It does make it quite hard to see the bar, but she managed really well there. So 12.45 in the preliminaries. And then we'll be supporting her younger sister, who qualified in 4th place. Always great to have sibling rivalry, isn't it? Just keeps pushing you. But I'm sure very supportive of each other. 12.50, so a 0.5 improvement on her preliminaries. For Uzbekistan, it's Madinikon Obejanova next. Qualified 7th, the 18-year-old. Oh, just lost a little bit of form there. Up until then, her legs had been really nice on the extension. And the double pike to finish. That was a shame, because up until then, I was really quite impressed with the form that she was showing.
And that was right between also demonstrated by Uzbekistan. After 3 rounds on top.
She competed at the World Cup in Qatar, as we get a chance to see it again. And also in a World Cup last year, so getting more and more experience. So she just let the leg separation come into it, but very solid on the grips. It pretty much flowed throughout. Just the second half, just not quite the extension in the legs that she had in the first half. But overall, a well-constructed routine for her. 11.1 in the prelims. She had a difficulty of 4.2. And it's 11.550. So an improvement, and that's what you always like to see. And now Kalia Nemour from Algeria, the Olympic champion. Difficulty of 6.7 on the preliminaries. Qualified, of course, in first place. She is going to be very difficult to beat. Oh, fabulous, and a double layout to finish, double straight. All went to plan. And linking the skills to add to that difficulty. She looked in total control throughout. What an athlete she is. 5th in the all-around at the Olympics last year as well. World Championships back in 2023, took a silver in this event. Gold at the World Cup in Egypt earlier this year. The height that she got there, she absolutely flew between the two bars. Very steady, and the difficulty here. A pirouette and the double straight to finish. Has won multiple medals at the World Cups. Let's say born in France and now representing Algeria. She does have dual citizenship. Started at the age of 4. She's 18 now, so she's been doing gymnastics for 14 years. Has moved up incredibly over the years. Such a talented gymnast. Incredible to watch. And what a moment that must have been for her in Paris last year. She scored a 15.1 in the preliminaries, qualified by a massive margin for these finals. But for her, it's also about personal bests. So 6.7 was her difficulty in prelims. Judges taking a little while to analyze. 14.70, slightly down on the difficulty from the preliminaries, but nevertheless a very strong score, 14.7. to put her into first place. As the last 4 athletes have a chance to warm up. spraying the bar to make the grip slightly better. So 2 athletes from Turkey to come. And then South Africa, the sister of Naveen, Zalma, will be going on 7th, and Sofia Mester from Croatia will be going last. So just as a recap, 8 elements, including a release and catch, must have a full pirouette. You can link the skills to add to the difficulty. Bengisu Yildiz from Turkey qualified 5th. Oh, what a shame. Obviously that will be costly. 1 mark deduction and not credited with that particular element. But the main thing is she looks like she's okay. She gets straight back on. It was right at the end of her routine as well. Such a shame. You put in all the work in training, but this is artistic gymnastics. Anything can happen when it comes to the competition.
Exercise on the dynamic class.
Started strong. As you get towards the end of the routine, you can't start thinking ahead. You have to go through each element separately. It's an 11.7, putting her in to 3rd place despite that. Nazli Savrambasli from Turkey, her teammate up next, qualified in 2nd place. Ah, what a shame. It was nice and clean until then. So a frustrating finish for her there. The 21-year-old. 12.5 was what she achieved in the preliminaries. European Championships that she's qualified for and competed in. Finished 5th in Croatia at the World Cup in this apparatus and 5th in Azerbaijan as well. But qualified here in 2nd place. Obviously she'll get deductions for the dismount. But other than that, she really looked in control. She had good form. Very nice, the release and catch. And then the double tuck. She had to bend down forwards quite a lot and just didn't manage to hold it. The lead currently 14.7. 11.7 if you want a possible podium place, but still, of course, 2 more to go. Those wrist supports, so important. That extra bit of protection. 11.850. That does indeed put her into 3rd place, but with 2 more athletes to go, will it be enough to keep her on the podium? The younger sister of Naveen, this is Zelma Dariz from South Africa, qualified 4th. And really built up momentum for that dismount then. And she is absolutely delighted with that. Her sister scored 12.5, which is currently into 2nd place. Is it going to be enough for 2 siblings to be on the podium? She needs more than 11.85 to get on the podium. She scored 12.2 in the preliminaries when she finished 4th, so she does certainly have every opportunity of doing that. She was thrilled to make the finals here. She took part in some of the World Challenge Cups, one last year, where she was 19th in this event and then 24th back in 2022. So really fabulous result for her, even being in this final today. And to have 2 siblings in it is really quite special for South Africa. Are they both going to get a podium place? That would have been a great dismount. Just losing it a little bit at the end, but managing to stay upright, which is the main thing. So she needs more than 11.850. How much has that dismount affected the overall score? I'm sure they really must push each other, travelling to these competitions together. Lovely to have the comradeship of family travelling with you. But I'm sure the rivalry must always be there as well. 14.7 leading the way, then 12.5, and then 11.85. keeping her waiting always adds to the tension, especially for Nazli Savranbasi. Is she going to get a medal or not? No, it's going to be a bronze medal for Zelmi Dariz. She just pips Nazli at the last moment to take. And of course, we still have one more to go. I'm getting completely and utterly ahead of myself there. This is Sofia Mester from Croatia. She qualified in a 6th place. Such an elegant gymnast. Sofia Mester from Croatia qualified in a 6th place. She's only 16 years of age. A real talent for the future. Came 8th at the World Cup earlier this year in Azerbaijan. Started her international journey last year with the World Challenge Cup in Croatia, where she finished in a 7th place. Showed really nice form, the extension in the legs, very definite on the grips. 11.45 was her qualification score. She had a difficulty of 5.1. So is it going to be a medal for Croatia? As expected, Kelia Namour from Algeria leading the way with a magnificent score of 14.7. Second place, Naveen. That is, it's 12.5. She goes into the bronze medal position, just ahead of Zelma Dariz from South Africa.
First place, Kelia Namour, Olympic champion from Algeria. Second place,
So we just await for the final confirmation of the rankings, and here we have them. Kelia Namour from Algeria taking the gold, 14.7. Naveen Dariz from South Africa, the silver with 12.5. And Sofia Mester from Croatia taking the bronze, 12.5. Zelma Dariz from South Africa, the sister of Naveen, just missing out on a 12.35. And now the World Challenge Cup uneven bars final. The medalists.
third place and bronze medalist, Mester Sofia, Croatia.
Sofia Mester from Croatia taking the bronze medal, 12.5. Naveen Dariz, it's a silver medal for her from South Africa at 12.5. Kalia Namour from Algeria takes the gold, 14.7. What a performance she gave. Yet another gold to add to her ever-growing collection.
Please stand and show your respect for the national anthem of Algeria.
The photos will be taken, as always, to capture the special moments. Beautiful roses as well being given to all of the gymnasts.